everybody. Here at Very British, we will be celebrating everything that makes the United Kingdom of Great Britain very British. Today's video is all about someone who became a legend in Irish mythology, so much so that it is still taught in Ireland today. This tale is so extensive that I have made two videos, to which this is the second part, so make sure you check out the first. Also, these will appear as two separate blog posts on my Cuppa page, so check that out as well. So if you find this video interesting, hit the like button and remember to share this video. Okay, so let's get started. Last time I said that there was two versions of his birth, two different tales. Last time I did the older version. This is the later and the better known version of his birth, which is that Delphine is Conchubar's sister and that she disappears from the Ulster capital. Like the earlier version, the Ulstermen go hunting in search of a magical flock of birds and are overtaken by a snowstorm. They then seek shelter in a nearby house. Their host for the night, however, is Lug himself. And this time it is actually Delphine who gives birth to a child named Satana. The nobles of Ulster argue over who is best suited to raise the boy, and the wise Moran declares that he should be raised and cared for several of them, not just the parents. These included Conchubar himself and 5 others, to which he would be taught in speech, battle, and protect himself against the weak, as well as educating him himself. So he was brought up in the house of Amogin in the Irish Plains in modern day County Laoch, at the time when it was part of Ulster. So the County Laoch town of Dundalk is known to have the motto, which translated into English means, "I gave birth to the brave Chulainn." So, the stories of Satana's younger years are told in the Tan Bo Chulainn. Living with his parents at their home, he pleads to be allowed to join the boys' troop at Eman Macha. After his many attempts are denied, he takes it upon himself and sets off on his own. When he arrives at Eman, he runs onto the playing field before asking for the boys' protection. Being unaware of the custom followed by the boys at Eman Macha, the boys took this as a challenge and then attacked him. But he beat them all single-handed, for they did not know who he was. Conchubar puts a stop to the fight and explains the misunderstanding to the boys. But no sooner has Satana put himself under the boys' protection than he chases after them, demanding that they put themselves under his protection. During time abroad, Chulainn had rescued Dubfabal, a Scandinavian princess, from being sacrificed. She falls in love with him. She and her handmaiden then come to Ireland in search for him in the form of 2 swans. Chulainn, not realising who she is, shoots her down with a sling, and then saves her life by sucking the stone from her side. Having tasted her blood, he cannot then marry her and gives her to his foster son. Lugad goes on to become High King of Ireland, but the Stone of Destiny fails to cry out when he stands on it, so that he can become king. So Chulainn takes his sword and splits the stone in 2. Eight years later, Conla, Chulainn's son that had been fathered with Afi, comes to Ireland in search for him. But Chulainn takes him for an intruder and kills him when he refuses to identify himself. Conla did not identify himself, as his mother bound him not to identify him or back down from any challenge. She does this as she wishes revenge upon Chulainn for falling for another woman. Conla was also trained and almost beats his father in battle, but misses with his spear when he finds out Chulainn is indeed his father. However, Chulainn hits Conla with his spear, which mortally wounds him. Conrad's last words to his father as he dies are that he would have carried the flag of Ulster to the gates of Rome and beyond, leaving Chulainn completely grief-stricken. Now the man himself and what he looked like. He was always referred to as looking very youthful, often beardless and small in stature, though throughout different works he has been described slightly differently. In one tale he is described as being dark, in another as being black-browed, another that his hair was thick and black, and as smooth as though a cow had licked it, and that his eyes gleamed swift and grey. Yet his most famous tale describes him as being blonde, which then does appear in many other tales and recounts of the defender of Ulster. Thank you for listening, so until next time, remember to always stay very British. Thank you very much for listening. If you enjoyed this video, then click like, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and check out the other links in the description below, and how you can become a member via my Cuppa page to access the full content. So until next time, remember to always stay very British.